Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
why Italian breakfasts are not what you think. Let's see why.
Coffee! Pasticceria is a pastry shop. Okay. Coffee!
Never take cappuccino after 11 a.m. Never.
Italian breakfast,
Why?
it's simple, but for those coming from the outside, it may seem complex. It's not the noodles of the East or the cornflakes of the West. It's a sugar, caffeine-fueled Ferrari revving as early as 6 a.m. on every town's corner. This morning, here in Italy, I'll show you how it works. And at the end of the video, I'll explain how you get into the secret society that goes by the simple code word breakfast. Where to go for breakfast when you're here in Italy? Well, think bars or pasticcerie. Don't confuse bar with what you normally think of in other countries like the United States. In Italy, bar means coffee, food, alcohol.
That's interesting.
coffee, food.
Coffee, food, yeah, like
But here in the States, is the same, no?
bar. No, when you think of bar, you think of like a pub, like a beer. That's what I think.
All live. They're open as
Now it
early-
says bar and lounge. Yes, that's different. But if it's just bar, I think of like, kind of go drinks, just drinking mostly.
At 6 a.m. and close as late as midnight. You could get a cocktail at 7 a.m. or a cappuccino at 11 p.m., but I don't recommend either one of those. Unlike pasticcerie, bars, they don't make their own sweets, their own croissants, their own cornettos. They usually get them from a nearby pastry shop or further away from a whole.
Kind of makes sense, I don't have a problem with that. Still locally made, that nearby pastry shop.
Wholesale bakery. A pasticceria, that's a pastry shop, and many of them also serve coffee and have tables to sit down inside. You'll find little treats, little cakes, but also
I like the little
cornettos.
coffee, but I never had it from like a authentic, always the commercial.
The thing about coffee, I like a lot of it. Like, I just like the taste, so I like drinking, because the little coffee is like a shot. Like,
Yes, that's what
it's
you
for
feel. Woof.
yes, it's for energy. I don't necessarily drink coffee for energy. I drink it more for taste. So for me, like, I could be drinking decaf, but I like a lot of it. So for me, the shots, I don't,
The Italian version of a croissant. It's like getting your drugs directly from the fields where they're grown, instead of from a dealer, which in this case is the aforementioned bar. The drugs
This
that
guy
we're doing
talks a lot.
today,
Can we
well,
get the
those are
food,
sweet
please?
and buttery cornettos.
Okay, hopefully we're about to see some food, cause cafeteria. Okay, let's see. Cioccolata 6, cioccolata con panna, chocolate with whipped cream 10. Ooh, oh, that's coffee then. 10 euros for a coffee?
How big is it?
I don't care how big it is. That's ridiculous. Unless this is like they get you a chocolate on the side and a coffee, then okay, I guess.
Due cappuccini, un brioche con marmellata e un Now, insider pro tip, if you want to pay less, especially in a main square or near an important monument in Italy, make sure you take your cappuccino or cafe at the bar, al banco, instead of sitting down here at a table. You're going to pay a bit of a service charge when you take a table.
Yeah, we've seen that they charge for the table there.
Con marmellata, no. Here we have the cappuccino, and this is the piece de resistance, and the cornetto, which is frankly looking kind of sad this morning. Spremuta.
Really? Sad? I like it.
I wonder why he said it's sad.
Looks good
Give
to
us
me.
more context.
Juice, spremuta di arancia, that would be orange juice. Here we are.
I hope he shows how much he paid for it.
Coffees you should try when you're here in Italy, which types of coffees you should order. But let's talk about Italy's biggest debate. Cornetto versus brioche. What do you call this thing right here? Well, brioche is used mostly in the north. All around Italy, they go by the word cornetto to describe this thing right here. What separates this
Like a
from its
croissant.
French counterpart, its French cousin? Well, this includes egg in its ingredients, and it's not as buttery and it's not as buttery and
Baked on a buttery, crispy crust.
Flaky.
I thought I said flaky.
And it's not as buttery and crunchy and flaky as the croissant up in France. Egg yolk is crushed on top of it to give it that golden color during baking. Now, which type of cornettos will you typically find in a bar? Well, you can get plain, that's quite boring, with nothing on the inside. You can get a la marmalada, which is what I got here today with jam filling. You can get a la crema, which is a custard on the inside.
Looks good. This breakfast that he's eating looks really good.
Chocolato, which is typically Nutella. You'll need to ask.
What I wonder is though, is this like a tourist breakfast or this is what the actual people eat? Because I think we talked about it because I read on Reddit where they say, oh, Americans eat basically cakes for breakfast because like pancakes, muffins, cereal, like a lot of sugar for breakfast versus like they said Europeans mostly like meats, you know, like sausage, like me too. I grew up kind of eating like a sandwich for breakfast with meat and cheese. Not really like as sugary as it's here. So it's kind of, I say that because it's interesting to see in Italy, that's what we're eating for breakfast. It's essentially, again, cake, like sweet, a lot of sugar. So I'm curious, is that what regular people eat or that's what like they make look like tourists eat, you know?
You can find out, or you can get simple variants like the integrale, which is whole wheat pastry, cornetto, honey on the inside, and of course there's others like pistachio. In a pasticceria, you'll also find little cakes and little treats as well, but I'm doing OG Italian today, straight up cornetto. Now if you're hungry, there's no shame in ordering a second cornetto to go along with your cappuccino. No shame at all. Also, remember the orange juice that's Bermuda? Oh, perfect. This is great if you want to power up, get ready for the sightseeing during the day, or if you're recovering from a late night the night before, a night of feasting. Get us Bermuda to go along with your cappuccino and the cornetto. You watched all your videos. Yes.
Oh, I saw them looking and I was like, oh no. I said, think to myself, people are so brave when they film and people are watching. I said, I can admire this. And then for them to come up to say, oh, we watch your videos, that's even better.
Now what's great about this Bermuda is that most of the coffee bars will have their own orange squeezing machine. So this stuff is fresh and it's cheap.
Man, he's not showing the receipt. I wonder how much he paid for all that.
Now a lot of this wining and dining stuff is broken down in my e-guide that you can download down below. And stick with me because at the end of the video I'll explain how inexpensive all of this goodness is. And of course we'll go into how you're going to order a coffee when you're at the bars.
Paskowski, that sounds Polish.
Well, it's simple. You just go in, ask for your coffee, ask for your cornetto, point out which one you want, and enjoy. If you have to pay first, they'll tell you. We're here at Cafe Paskowski, and at this place, you need to pay first, get a receipt, and then go over to the bar. Cappuccino and brioche al chocolato. Italian breakfast, it's fast, it's furious. When you're at the bar, you squeeze yourself up into the counter, get your little spot. Now, Italians, they slam down their cappuccino, they eat their cornettos so quickly, and then they rush off to work. Today's Sunday, so things, well, you won't believe me, but things are a little bit calmer today.
I guess in his previous videos he had them or something. Yeah, we had a little loop for this one.
Aww.
Yeah, these desserts look really
They look so good, but he only has one. I couldn't just have one.
Well, I think he has one because he's going through multiple places, so he just like gets one that everywhere he goes.
And to drink a coffee in a local bar is embracing art and culture. The bar experience, well, it's a bond that ties together decades of art, post-war industrialization, and indeed tourism. In a bar like this, enjoying a coffee, you're going to learn much more about the country than you would in any guidebook. To dip or not to dip, well, there are two schools of thought. One's the right way, and the other way is dunking pastry into a small coffee cup and destroying a perfectly good cappuccino. For the sake of discussion, I'm doing it. And if you must do it, you should know the term. It's called inzupare. Let's talk coffee choices when you get into the Italian bar.
I miss dunking, like...
I don't know if I would dunk a pastry.
I would.
You would?
I would.
I-
Pastry, bread, cookies,
Cookies,
biscuits,
yeah.
everything.
Pastry, I
Everything
don't
gets
know.
dipped. Will I dip it? Yes.
What are you going to order? Well, you can order the straight up espresso, cafe espresso, but only serial killers order that at 8 a.m. in the morning. Do it if you want. My preferred go-to is the cappuccino, a shot of espresso with the sweet, frothy milk on top. If you see them spooning out the milk from the pitcher onto the cappuccino, just look the other way. Then there's the cross between the two, cafe macchiato. That's a cafe shot of espresso marked with a little bit of froth milk, macchiato. That's saying, hey, I'm a serial killer, but don't hate me. Then there's the macchiatone, and that's the gray area between a cappuccino and a cafe macchiato. Now, other drinks you might find, latte macchiato. That's a glass of milk, warm milk, where they pour a shot of espresso into it. It's good. Try it. It's similar to what you
Interesting.
call
So it seems like not a coffee base, but a milk base instead. Because when I make coffee, I make coffee base. But they do like a milk base, but they pour coffee. Oh, that's different. I never thought of making it that way.
a latte in the United States. Don't make the mistake of
I
ordering
wonder what it tastes like. Maybe we can try it out. It would be cold. I guess warm milk. You have to warm up the milk.
a latte when you're in Italy. I think all of us have done that at one point. You're not going to get a caffeine type drink. You're going to get just a straight up glass of milk, and you probably don't want that. Forget cold brews. Forget flat whites. You're not going to find them here. Italy is the OG coffee hipster. Okay, yeah, true. There are little coffee shops opening up here across the boot where you may find them, but typically you won't. Oh, man. 2 cappuccinos, 2 cornettos. I'm busting at the seams. What's your coffee routine in the morning? No, we're not going to Starbucks today. Do most Italians have coffee at the bar?
Guys, is Starbucks popular in Italy, or do you guys prefer local shops? Let us know.
First for breakfast, well, a lot of them take it at home, but a lot of them also take it at the bars because it's so inexpensive.
I'm waiting to see for that inexpensive, because
Or
when he showed the menu, that was pretty expensive to me.
coffee at breakfast, but think your head will just spin off what to do. Well, we're going to get into the dark arts of Italian coffee culture. First, if you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't yet done so. I know a lot of you aren't yet subscribed, and it just helps this channel get out to a wider audience. That's a great thing in Italy. There's no shortage of cafe coffee bars. They're on every corner. Look for a bar sign, a bar tabaccaria, a bar pasticceria. You'll get your fix in all those places. Jenny, where are we going?
It's very close to the station.
Let's andiamo. You had too
I
much
guess he lives there. Seems he knows the locals. I think he maybe lived there.
You think so?
coffee or just don't drink it for some odd reason. Order a decaffeinato. Cafe decaffeinato. Un cappuccino decaffeinato, per favore? Oh no, un caffè d'orzo. Get your ticket and order it down to grazie. Un cappuccino d'orzo e un caffè ginseng. E un caffè ginseng. It's not too bad. Ginseng, yeah, it's a root. It tastes pretty good. Cappuccino d'orzo, it's what Italian mothers give to the children when they're growing up, but it's a perfect decaffeinated option. It's also a gateway drug for those little children. It gets them drinking cappuccino-style coffees early on, and then, the whole world opens up.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, I never even thought about it, but yeah.
Wait,
Have more
wait,
drink.
what?
To give like kids decaffeinated coffee, so they kind of grow up addicted to. Well, not like addicted, but they kind of like the taste, and then when they grow up, they start drinking coffee.
How old are you supposed to be to drink coffee?
I don't know. I feel like I started when I was a teenager. I feel like.
Today. Italians do have breakfast at home, don't they?
Yeah, we do.
But it's a sad affair, to be honest. It depends. But the best thing about it is the little Boletti mocha pot. You pour the espresso,
Right. We have everybody in mocha.
the mocha. It centers around plastic wrap pastries, either Kinder or Mulino Bianco. Mulino Bianco, they make this one type of bread that's double baked. It looks like cardboard. It's called fette doraste. Fette doraste. Have you had those?
Sorry, what?
The fette doraste.
Fette doraste, yes, the fette biscottate.
You spread jam or Nutella on them.
It's like a toast, like a regular toast.
Those, you bite into them, and crumbs go everywhere. With
It's a
that,
crunchy
you pour your
toast.
mocha hot espresso into a cup, and you're thinking, today's going to be a great day. Yes, Italians do have cereal at home or at the stores, but basically it's cornflakes or cocoa flakes. It's not great. What do you have for breakfast? Now keep in mind, tons of this stuff and other items as well are covered in my regular email newsletter that I'm putting out, like the Cornetto brioche debate. There's a link to sign up down below. Also, consider becoming a channel member. You get early preview viewing. You get
Nuns
the longer you're a
everywhere.
member. The cost of all this goodness today, well, not that much. First
What do you
one was
think?
the big
Wait. So he's gonna do the total, or
I think so. Yeah. Let's see. Honestly, I have no idea, because the menu he showed.
seems like it's a good price.
The menu he showed was expensive, but the way he's talking, yeah, like it was all under like
$20.
under 20 euros. Yeah, so let's see.
ticket item, that was €25, and
Never mind.
He said it's a great price, 25 fucking euros for breakfast. That's a good price for you.
Well, he had juice,
It's
coffee,
breakfast
and then
for one person.
a bread. Today.
for that we had
What
a
year you did
cappuccino,
this?
a orange juice, and a cornetto, and my friend had a cappuccino as well. 25, but keep in mind you're paying that fee when you sit down at the table. At the bar, that would only cost us €5.
Oh, that's
20
a big difference.
You
That's a
pay
big
20
difference.
euros for the table?
That's a big difference.
I don't understand. 20 euros for the table.
Mm-hmm.
at the first location, and the second and third location, that was around €4 at each place.
Okay, that's
so
reasonable.
overall, maybe only €32 in total with the expensive early sit down at Geely. Great goodness at low
I'm so
cost.
confused.
I definitely think we should deep dive into the
So he said basically 20 euros for the table? That doesn't make no sense.
Italian cappuccino cornetto culture when you're here in Italy. Now, if you want to know why you should consider and perhaps go to a
What?
Starbucks when you're in Italy, watch this video.
Alright.
Okay, guys, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. As always, share as much kindness as possible.